Hey, if I come in, I got the one on the left, you got the one on the right. Okay, so then I might have to shoot this one and see if that one does, because this one's pretty close, so just be ready, okay? You ready to shoot that one after I shoot? Huh? Not running. Mine's still moving. No, mine's like down, but...
Mine, did you see it?
Yeah.
Jump up and spin. Or jump up anyway.
Hold on, mine's still moving. Hello everyone, this is Janelle from Predator Solutions in Michigan. Been a super busy weekend. Went out Friday night with my dad and didn't have time yesterday, just doing work around the house, getting firewood cut for the winter and picking up the garage, you know, all the usual fall stuff going on. So I gotta get better about making our recovery videos in the field. So this is kind of catch up, making a recovery video for Friday night. So my dad and I went out, and just after dark got to a spot where he killed one a couple weeks ago, and walking out there were actually two out in the field. We failed to get video from his scope, so we just had my video. Long story short, turned on some coaxer and just couldn't get them to come in. Again, I think they're pups, and just, I don't know, they just don't have the confidence. I don't know. So the one I shot ended up kind of, once I turned the distress on, the rabbit distress, he kind of ended up turning, and he wasn't running away, but he wasn't coming any closer at that point. So you can probably hear in my scope, in my video, once you watch the whole video, I asked my dad if he's ready to take the one on the right. He says yes. And ended up being, so I shot mine at about 130. Ended up taking 4 shots. At least 3 of them hit it, and it just didn't want to die. I got 2 of the shots on video. I thought it was down. It started moving again. And my dad's just running a 223 still. It's a far shot. Mine ended up being like 130 to 150. His was probably a solid 200. In hindsight, we probably should have switched sides, and I should have let him take the closer shot and tried to follow up on that farther one with the 243. Just ballistically would have been a better choice, but hindsight's 20/20. So I ended up getting that one, and actually walked out. I thought he was further than he was. My dad ended up finding him. The alfalfa ended up, even after 3rd cutting just this last week, the alfalfa was already almost to our knees. So once he went down for good, it's like a needle in a haystack trying to find them. They die so flat. Did a second set, and that one was crickets, not a peep. A couple possums walking around, some deer moving along. but not even a vocal in response. Get to our third set, and I let out a couple female howls, and the coyotes just lit up. I would guess 4, if not 6 of them, and they really weren't very far, probably only about 200 yards to our west, and they just never came in. We ended up hearing one super wolfy howl further west and north. I don't know if they heard that one and they all kind of moved that way. I don't know where they ended up going, but they never came in. We were at the 53-minute mark on that set, and we ended up, I turned and looking north, there was one that just crossed the street, and it came in, and the way it came in, we didn't have a shot. It was back towards a pretty busy road. There was another house across the street, and then even once it got onto our side and got where the woods were backing it, I know there's a house just past that tree line. So I told my dad, I'm like, this thing's got to come far enough south that it's straight east of us for us to even ever have a shot. And it ended up, I think it got our wind. We had a deer earlier in the night, wind us kind of from right back in that same direction where it ended up. It looked super interested in the coaxer, and it kind of thought it wanted to come in. I thought it was maybe gonna, commit, but then it just kind of turned, and I had actually spun around and was looking behind us with the scanner when my dad said it just disappeared. There's like 2 or 3 trees in the middle of this huge field. We never saw it again. So just never a safe shot on that one, and also it was a pretty far shot. I mean, it probably would have been pushing 300. Listening to them vocals at the beginning of that set, though, it is the coolest thing. I mean, they probably went on for about 30 seconds. If you know anything about the calls, we have the Teen Spirit. I mean, it sounded just like it was a recording. So really cool hearing them. Really fun watching that one. He's coming through, and he's mousing along, and it's almost like he jumps like he's scared, like a mouse or a bird comes out in front of him, and then he's chasing it around, and as much as I like killing them, it's really cool watching them in their own element and seeing them do that kind of thing. So pretty fun night. That first set, like I said, they were there when we got there, and I'll take it every time. And in that third set, I don't know what I could have done different to get them to come in. I don't know if I could have done anything, honestly. It seems like our younger coyotes around here, the pups, this year's pups, they just really have a hard time committing to the call. I don't know if it's a confidence thing. I don't know, but we kind of struggle with that, getting them little ones to come into the caller. So fun night anyway, good time hanging out with my dad as always. So I got video for mine, and a little bit of video of that second one when he's coming in off the road. I don't know if the house is behind him at that point, but I think he's far enough south that the house isn't. But a little bit of video watching him what he does. I zoom in and out a little bit. So we're gonna get after him. Really crossing our fingers these crops start coming down really quick now, because the nights are cooling off, the mosquitoes are dying down, and just ready to really chase them and get kind of serious about putting a few more on the ground. Interesting note, last night, or Friday night I should say, that coyote I killed was number 22 for me for this year, which at this point in time is my all-time in a calendar year confirmed kills for me. So pretty excited to have hit that number, and I got a couple more months to hopefully put a few more behind that and add on to it, because that's what it's all about, is putting them on the ground. So pretty excited. We'll be with you coming up shortly with some more videos, hopefully. Like I said, as soon as these crops come down and our spots aren't so limited, it should really open us up to some fun nights. So we'll be in touch, and keep watching, like, subscribe, share, and we'll be seeing you guys soon.